So every time I wear this bracelet, I get asked a lot of questions about it, and usually the biggest question is, what is the language on it? What symbols are these? Like, what do they mean? And to answer that question, it's Korean symbols, that's the language. And it might just look like a bracelet to you, a string with some beads on it, but to me it means so much more. And to me it represents my culture, and more importantly, it reminds me of a person who's very important to me, which is my grandma. So the summer between my 8th and ninth grade, I traveled to Korea with my family to go experience with my grandma kind of how she grew up, see some of the places she grew up, and experience what she got to know and have her show us around. And there was one day when I was in a store, and I saw a bracelet on one of the shelves, and I kind of made a comment about it to her, and she looked at me and had this little laugh as if to say, like, huh, no chance, like, as you can see, I won, and I got it. And every day for the rest of that 3-week trip, I wore this bracelet, and every time I'd be walking through the city or through the farm where she grew up, she would explain these stories and memories to me. And I would feel this bracelet, and it kind of acts as a connector, like a bridge between then and now. It helps remind me about all that culture, where she's from, and how it can help me. Each bead on this bracelet, like I said before, has a symbol on it. And I honestly don't actually know what these symbols mean, but I don't think that's the point. To me, they each have their own meaning. And sometimes whenever I'm stressed or just uneasy, I will fidget with these beads and feel them. And whenever I feel these, it reminds me of a moment that I spent with my grandma, for example, when I'd be at her house when I was younger, and she'd be cooking, and I'd be helping her, and I would do something dumb, like touch the stove, and she'd yell at me with some Korean phrase, and I never really understood what they meant, but now thinking back to it, it brings comfort to me, and I heard a lot of those phrases, and just thinking back, it helps me to relax and forget about that stress. And all these memories help me every day. Whenever I feel this bracelet, I think back to those important moments in my life. My 8th grade graduation, my grandpa's funeral, my high school graduation, and now moving into college here. And she was there for all these moments, and I think back to these, and they helped bring me motivation, because all she ever wanted was for me to go to college and get an education, and all throughout my life she's helped me and my brother to do this and to get here, and it gives me that motivation to succeed so that maybe someday I can return the favor and help her. Of course, it also reminds me of my culture and where I'm from. When I went on that trip, it kind of helped me realize where she's from and how important that culture is to her, and in turn, it kind of helped me to understand how important it is to me as well. And I think it kind of it represents that change in my life, where I realized how important it is. In the end, this bracelet is just a bracelet, and it's funny how something so small can mean something so big to me. And it constantly acts as a reminder of where I'm from, my culture, my history, and more importantly, the person that's very important to me, my grandma. It's almost funny, though, how I think at this point if I lost it, it wouldn't be too big of a deal. I wouldn't be too upset about it. I think that's because, like how you have training wheels on a bike, they help you to learn, and after a while you don't need them anymore. I think this bracelet is like training wheels in a way. It helped me to learn so much information about myself and helped me to feel so much emotion. But at this point, all it really is a reminder. And I think even if I didn't have it, I'd still be able to feel these things now. And because it's helped me so much. Thank you.